Hey there, this is Fritz Westover with Virtual Viticulture Academy, and I'm in a vineyard where I'm helping a grower on a high cordon system get their cordons established. Very simply, what was done last year is this vine was cut to make just a trunk. Here was the cut right here. That's the cut scar. Okay. And the vine has been leaned over to lay down some of these shoots in the meantime to keep it from falling off. So we're going to detangle, untie some of that. That was done during the season. Cut a little of the excess off here because we won't need that. And what I'm going to do is basically go over how we can select our best two canes for our cordons. And if we look here, if we straighten up that trunk, it was cut basically right at the wire. And we have two canes that look like they're nice, larger than pencil size wood. And that's what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off by cutting closely, but not cutting into the old wood. Any small wood or inferior wood. I think these two canes here look like they can bend down nicely. So I'm going to also do something where I clean the laterals off of those. That's a lateral shoot that grew sideways off of the cane, and it's not needed. What we want are these main buds. We have a bud here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buds on there. And that is what we're going to base our canes, or rather our cordons on for the season. So we're going to go ahead and take this around to the front. We'll lay a cane down. I always use the good rule of thumb where the cane touches the wire, go from your fist to your elbow. That will give you approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 buds on that wire, and that will develop your cordon, and then we'll extend from a lower bud if we need to fill in a little bit more of the cordon. On this side, this wood here would work well, but it's a little less than pencil size. It gets small out here. So what I'd like to do is see if we can just bring this around here. Go ahead. Don't be afraid to untie the vine as needed. And we'll go ahead and see if we can bend down this top shoot here gradually. Now you can actually hear some crinkling happening on the vine. It makes a lot of people nervous, but when you crinkle that vine, and it's as long as it's not snapping, we can bring that in and tie it and get that onto the wire, and we can measure our 5 to 7 buds, which is elbow to fist, and tie that in place. And the only thing I'll do here, especially in my colder regions, is sometimes I'll leave an additional spur right below the wire or lower. I have a big spur down here, so I'll remove this one completely. This will be a backup spur. Why do we need that? In case we have some freeze in the spring, a late spring freeze, that knocks some of these buds off, or as they grow into shoots, freezes them off. This will give us an opportunity to bring up another shoot for a backup. So we've got our two canes being laid down. We're going to tie them tight and straight. We'll get a nice T formation there. A backup spur here. And this will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buds or 11 shoots, and they'll all be fruitful. We'll extend our cordons with these end buds here, and then we'll have a backup. And believe it or not, those two shoots coming out of that backup spur are also fruitful. So will we get a crop this year? You bet we will. This is Blanc du Bois, and it is approximately going into its 4th year of growth. So we're right on target for getting our first crop on 4th leaf. If you want any more info, check out virtualviticultureacademy.com.